Hey there guys, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. This is my review of our trip to Cardiff. The final score being Cardiff 2, Arsenal 3. Absolutely delighted to come away with a win in what was a very, very hit and miss game, as it has been for the most part this season, but 6 points on the board now, finally getting the ball rolling, and great to see Aubameyang and Lacazette start together. Great to see both of them score, link up so well. It's really encouraging, this performance for me. Probably, despite the negatives, the most encouraging performance of the season from what I saw of Arsenal. The way we played, the way we gelled going forward was sensational at times, but at defence it's close to relegation standard. I've got to be brutally honest. We've conceded just as many goals as the likes of Fulham, West Ham. We are really down there with some of the worst defences in the league in a minute. Now, it is only 4 games in. It is too early to judge these sort of things, but the way we're playing at the back, it is seriously concerning. Just from the get-go in this game, the way Petr Cech almost got intercepted, it's so easy for teams like Cardiff to know what we're going to do in the game. If they press high up and we're trying to play it out the back, they know that we're still learning that system. It is very easy for them to press and use it to their benefit, which they certainly did in those opening minutes of the game. Fortunately, we got that opening goal through Mustafi. I wouldn't say it was against a run of play. I think we created our fair share of chances in the opening 10 minutes of the game. But this was a really nice goal. Great ball in from the cross from Granit Xhaka. And Mustafi with an absolutely fantastic header to put it in the back of the net. And Mustafi, I thought, had a very solid performance today. As did Socrates. I don't think either of them were particularly poor. I think our issues really do come from the flanks, our fullbacks bombing on, which I think it's evident now that they're being told to do, but it just leaves us so exposed on the wider areas. Neil Warnock said in his post-match conference that he was looking to exploit the fullbacks. Certainly did that in this game, and it is a little bit embarrassing that Cardiff's first 2 goals in the Premier League season have come against Arsenal. They couldn't score against 10-man Newcastle, couldn't score against 10-man Huddersfield, couldn't score against Bournemouth, but they have no problem scoring a brace against Arsenal. So that tells you everything you need to know about where our defence currently is. But yeah, that first half, as I say, it was really hit and miss. Cardiff certainly felt they would have had their fair share of chances in this in the first half, which they certainly did, and they did get that equaliser just on the stroke of half time. Again, really poor from Granit Xhaka, his crossfield ball intercepted, and then we give them far too much time on the ball. Great cross in, given time to spin and turn and then fire it past Petr Cech. Abysmal defending from us, standing just like statues. There's no cohesion, no understanding and no leadership within that back line. I really do think that's, I know that that's the issue that needs to be addressed ASAP. I would love to see Holding and Mavropanos given a chance, and they certainly will be in the League Cup and in the Europa League games, but in the league, I'd really like to see one of them come in just to bring a bit more balance and understanding to the back line, because we're just lacking that in abundance at the minute. Regarding the team lineup for this game, because I haven't talked about that just yet, as I say, we saw Lacazette and Aubameyang starting the match, which was great to see. But again, we saw Guendouzi start ahead of Torreira, which I think is quite ironic how we've done this whole time for Torreira campaign on social media, and we haven't even seen Torreira start a game for Arsenal yet, which is just quite frankly really odd. Had a great appearance off the bench, a great cameo, got the assist for the winning goal in the end, but it's just perplexing as to why he doesn't start. I really do like Guendouzi, I love what he brings to the game, but again, I thought today he was quite poor considering how he played against West Ham as well. I think now was the right time to take him away and bring Torreira in, so it was a shame not to see that. But when he did come on, he looked fantastic, and he's really made a case for himself to start in this Arsenal midfield now. And I think when we see him start, we'll see a little bit more cohesion within the defence. That's just me hoping more than anything, but I just really do expect with a defensive midfielder, a natural defensive midfielder in front of the back 5, we'll see a more balanced and more settled defence. As I say, that's a hope. I don't know if that will be the case, but he's certainly someone that we've missed for a long time. Someone that we've needed since Francis Coquelin was so good for that 6-month period. And I'm really hopeful that he's going to be the guy to bring that defensive stability to this Arsenal defence and midfield. Because the midfield, I thought it was better today. Granit Xhaka was, it's really poor the way he gave the ball away for their first goal. But again, passes completed, I think 85 out of 99, so good on that front. Ramsey as well, I thought his pressing game was really good in this match. And I think when you have Torreira, Xhaka, Ramsey in the midfield, you'll see a midfield that's got a lot more understanding within it, and I think you'll probably see a little bit more from Granit Xhaka, and you won't notice the negatives in his game so much because they do get so exposed when there isn't someone like Torreira covering him. So that would be probably the most settled midfield in my point of view. We saw Ozil come back into the team today, and I thought he played a big part in our second goal, which was massive, of course. Ozil playing it through to Lacazette. Lacazette with a brilliant flick on to Aubameyang, and then Aubameyang with what was pretty much a passing effort into the goal past the keeper. Brilliant finish there. And then a shame really to concede once again from a set piece, which you know, it's really debatable whether it should have been a free kick or not. Lacazette barely touched his man, but the ball came in. Again, once again, we're defending like statues. Easy header past Petr Cech, just tucked in by the post to make it 2-2. With 20 minutes left on the clock, we were certainly capable of scoring again, but just to concede 2 goals away at Cardiff, who aren't the best team in the world at the minute, let's be brutally honest, a team that aren't really renowned for going forward, and the fact they've scored 2 goals against us really does speak volumes. But we managed to get that goal through Lacazette. Torreira with a brilliant ball into the Frenchman, who then blasted it past the goalkeeper to make it 3-2, which capped off a fantastic man of the match performance from Lacazette. And there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever, and there should be no doubt in Emery's mind that he has to be starting games now with Aubameyang. They just link up so brilliantly, and if we can just sort out the defence, then I really think we can kickstart this season properly now. Yeah, yes, we haven't played particularly well so far, but we've got 6 points on the board in our past 2 games. We're winning the games that we should be winning, even though it's not really being that convincing at the minute. So I am feeling positive. It's just a shame that the international break is coming up now, because I think we've really got a chance to kick on and really amplify this winning run we're on. I say winning run, we've won 2 games, but we can certainly take that a lot further. And I'm really excited to see how this Arsenal team is going to progress. It's just a defence that is really, really, really ragged for me, and the sooner we get that sorted out, the better. But as we've all said, it's going to take a couple of transfer windows, but that doesn't mean that this season should be a write-off, because we've got players in their prime in a minute. Mesut Ozil's turning 30 this season. The same goes for Aubameyang. We've got Lacazette in his mid to late 20s. Aaron Ramsey, 27 years old. These are all players that should be performing, that should be competing for the title now. So I'm not saying we're going to compete for the title this season, far from it, but I don't think this season should be the write-off that so many people are making it out that it is. This is a season of transition, but it's also a season of progression, and that's certainly what I want to see from Arsenal in the coming weeks and months. But it's good to go into the international break with 2 wins under our belt, 6 points on the board, and I think if it had been this time last season, then we would have folded in this game. We wouldn't be coming away with 3 points. So I'm really pleased on that front. I'm really pleased to get a win away from home, and hopefully we can get this. We can get more points on the board in the coming weeks. It's Newcastle away next. Certainly not going to be an easy game. Going to be a lot tougher than a game away from home at Cardiff today. Newcastle are a very good side, but it's a game that I fully expect us to go to and come away with 3 points in. Anyway, guys, please do drop a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon. See you later, guys.